connection. Billy is checking the connection.
I'm checking the connection.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, I can't believe we're on.
Let's just take a breath. Can we take a breath?
Oof, this is rough. Doesn't matter. We got a lot of things to do. So let's get rolling.
Instagram world, hello.
Hi.
Facebook land, hi.
And
we have been trying to come on for several hours now. It hasn't happened. Happy almost full moon.
Well, let's just do a little bowl for the moment.
Woo.
That was pretty good, I have to say. I felt like it cleared me a little bit. Hey, just so you guys know, don't you have to do something to get something going?
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought. I was just making sure.
I'm just enjoying the bowl
because I don't really know how the Facebook thing works, but I knew something had to happen.
You know what's so cute about this guy right here?
Oh wow, I'm getting some.
He doesn't know how Cyberland works.
No, I'm good at other stuff.
So it means that everything falls on me.
It has to fall on somebody.
So, hello, happy almost full moon. You know what? The full moon energy's here. Let's just be honest. Full moon in Pisces. No.
Are we all set to go?
No, we're not all set to go, but can I just say hello? And we're super casual and very fiery, if you haven't noticed, or at least I am. But he has been too all day.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to hit my stuff.
Yeah, this is what he's going to do.
Because this is what gives me calmness.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at this little guy. It's just like a little guy.
Oh, here we go. Finally. I'm going to share it.
So look, we burned some sage, and the sage just kept burning and burning and burning, and the whole house was almost going to go burn down in flames. We felt. Yeah. So it was interesting. We thought the
sage was out, and it wasn't. The funny thing is, I went down to make sure that the sage was out, and I thought that it was. And right before we went live, like the third time, I'm like, it's still really smoky. Billy went down, and it wasn't out. So, we're so grateful just to be here with you. Obviously super casual and just wanting to give you some love and some cards for this Pisces full moon because it's in a water sign, so it's emotional. And that can bring up different things for different people. Billy stood in the kitchen today, and what did he say? I'm angry.
I felt a little angry. I did.
Isn't it great?
And you know what? I have to say, in reality, I'm actually still angry. But I'm just trying to like let it go, and I can't. But that's because and I know that I'm not usually this way for a long period of time in a day. So it's interesting.
And depending on what you're feeling, because I asked my my goddess group, the Goddess Revolution, if you're not part of it and you want to join, please, on Facebook. It's a group where we just commune and we do our thing. But I asked everybody, how are you feeling? And it's always so interesting because we always feel different depending on our chart. We don't, all of us are so, in a different place. But each person said something about irritable, exhausted, roller coaster ride of emotions, and I know he's giving me notes of what to say.
I am.
You're a teleprompter.
She went right off the script.
Okay, there is no script. Yeah. Look, you guys, this is a very unprepared live, if you can't tell by how we look. And we don't care because I said to him, I'm just going to be myself. I'm coming on because in this Pisces full moon, this is how I am. I love that he's playing this role, that he's this innocent being when all day he has driven me freaking crazy. Yeah, and he's pretending like it's all me. And it does look like it's me.
You know what?
But it's not. And ladies, you know how it is.
I haven't said one thing.
Exactly.
Not one.
And we're just
I haven't even talked yet.
Okay.
And it's 4 minutes in.
So here we go. 4 minutes in. You give the notes since you wanted to
I don't
tell me
read
to
the
do
notes.
them. Okay.
But 4 minutes in.
I have cards for you.
Real quick, we do have cards, but
we
have the relationship experiment this Thursday.
Oh, we do. Yes.
I'll put it 9/19.
It's a
And what is the relationship experiment, Tina?
it is a 4-week webinar. 4 weeks, $44. I'm going to put the link in
And
here
what is it?
just for our
The
events.
4 pillars of
Love.
Thank you.
Whether you're in a relationship or you're wanting to manifest a relationship, we're gonna go. We have a great relationship.
We do, actually.
We do. And you know what? Even if you're in the perfect relationship, meaning your soul partnership, it just means there's more challenges, but you grow together, right?
The 4 pillars is bringing yourself to that magical person,
comment,
and also the magical person of yourself.
So I'm just putting a little link in the Facebook land of just our. Oh, I love this. Denise says, I woke up angry and I can't see the rest. So people are saying too, happy to see you, catching you live. I had my angry moment yesterday. Oh, cool. So I'm getting the comments here in Facebook.
Just don't know who any of these people are because everybody's got their own thing. But we love you. But hello, Charlene. I know who you are.
So yes.
Goddess, what's your thing called again?
Goddess Warriors Rising.
Goddess Warriors Rising.
It starts October 2nd. It's my parents' anniversary. And it's going to be a powerful experience. So just check the link. And then we've got our New York City event with Stuart Pierce, October 5th and 6th.
Angelic Love Codes and
The Voice of Love.
The Voice of Love. What are the Angelic Love Codes? We want to awaken the codes inside of you to see the relationship of actually yourself. And that expands into a relationship with others.
Right. So, now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, we wanted to come on and just connect with you guys because there's so much going on in the world, as there has been. And with this particular full moon, you could feel very alone.
Wow.
No, you could. It's very emotional, but it's also really about coming together, being where you're at, and allowing because honestly, everything is coming up. And I love that in the Goddess group we were talking, when I said, what's coming up for you? And I love that Julia said, what's not coming up? And we've talked about that too. It's like we're so being tested in a lot of ways because we are in this time of a great awakening. And if we're in this time of a great awakening, each of us has a role to shine our light. But if we don't know that we are the light, what's going to happen? All the other shit's going to come up for us to deal with and look at so that we can have compassion for the others that are going through it, so that we can shine our light. And so this particular full moon has that propensity to do that. And then sometimes we can feel like we're going crazy or feel like, oh my God, does everybody else feel this way? Yeah, they may not be talking about it, but yeah.
I feel.
How do you feel,
this
Billy?
full moon is, look, so today I've felt angry, no doubt, and I know I'm being nonchalant, but it's the truth. I've had a lot of anger today. I kind of still feel it, We can't blame it all on Tina all the time.
Wow. Can we just quote that little bit?
So let's backpedal for a second. Like what I've been feeling is that like this moon is basically awakening into 5D.
Definitely.
And when this moon awakens us to 5D, what do we feel? You're going to feel everything. You're going to feel like you're alone. You're going to feel angry. You're going to feel what's really going on. So what's really going on is when you say what's really going on is why is this still the paradigm for us? In your life, the paradigm in your life. So then like we're in this like dimensional space, right? And it's a dimensional space of basically contracting into the new era. And the moon, and what's happening is the moon is it's blasting you with this force of spirituality,
awakening, light,
and it's going
love.
boom, 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 and then we go, well, I'm angry today. Why am I still in this dilemma? Why do I feel alone? And my main thing today is like, I'm not alone. I have this beautiful person with me, which is very true, but I've been feeling like I've been separate from 3D, especially today, because of that moon that moon energy. And remember, moon energy is the feminine energy, and that's what's coming in right now, and that's what's breaking the paradigm of that 3D. So I believe that that's what's really happening.
And can I jump in because it's a perfect segue for me? It's Friday the 13th. Feminine energy.
Yes.
Can we go back to the 14th century? Are you aware that 13? Hey, Susie.
Hi.
Sorry,
Susie.
I got excited. Oh my God! I said
Susie Barrel. Susie Rumpkamp O'Brien.
How great is that?
That's not really you didn't want to put that on there, but
you can't say that.
It happened.
That was funny.
We'll have to. We can take that out. We can cut it out.
Yeah, we'll edit that out.
Yeah, we can edit it.
Anyway, perfect segue. She's laughing. I never talked to. I'm not even going to say it anymore. Anyway, 14th century women. We have been so powerful for so many years and been repressed and killed and tortured. I'm not even going to get into your battery's low.
I know.
I'm not even going to get into all of it. But 13 is a powerful, lucky number. And what do we think when we see it? We horror films and all of this crazy shit about it. No, it was because women were so powerful in this free-thinking new age that this man, I don't know how to say his name, Heinrich Kramer, what did he do? He was this evil man that had women not just burned at the stake, tortured to such a extent that even the Catholic Church were like, okay, this is too much. Anyway, segueing, but the point is, we're on Friday the 13th.
Very true.
Divine Feminine Rising, full moon, and what's happening? Truth is being revealed.
Right, and look,
women,
go ahead.
Not women, sorry. Divine feminine energy is rising. It's not about women.
That's what I wanted to say.
It's, okay.
I just wanted to say, like, people don't understand that.
Just the feminine energy.
It's just the feminine energy. It's not about a woman or a man. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. Women are rising, and that's great. I'm with that. Right. I'm with you guys. But we need the men to rise also in the feminine energy. It's feminine energy.
Ding, ding,
ding. It needs to 50-50 balance. We need the balance. Yeah. So that's, when she talks, I know she's saying that, but I need you guys to realize that we need the 50-50. And like, you guys, which are the women out there, you're the ones who are going to balance this out.
Yes. If you incarnated as a woman in this lifetime, doesn't matter what gender you associate with. It's just if you incarnated with that feminine energy, even more so, you're carrying the flame, so to speak, to rise. And I'm seeing your comments now, just saying angry and sad. Saying, silly superstitions. Yeah. So we're just in this time that they're calling the Great Awakening. Lauren. What? And Lauren's here. Hi, Lauren.
Hello.
So I want to just share one thing, and then we'll share our cards with you guys for this full moon. Matt Kahn, who is one of the key people that I'm following in right now, said something on a live that I saw. He said, in a world where everyone or everything is one, what purpose would you have to uplift it?
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
So if the world was all in oneness and beauty and love right now, why would you be here? What would your purpose be? So
it's true.
Okay, there's a lot of seeming darkness. And when we put on the news, that's what we're being shown. But we're not shown all the light. We're also not told that we are that light. And the other thing that he said in the same live that I loved was the only way that you can see light in the darkness is because you are that light. Are you walking around and living your life like you are? Because it's really easy to get weighed down by
the fear.
The fear, yeah.
And just imagine,
especially in a moon like this,
it's
so emotional.
We live in a life that, if you watch the news or the world news, everything is fear-based. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, they show like this 1 minute clip, or 2 minutes maybe, of like this positive thing. Yes. Why is that? Uh-huh. Because there's so many people in the world doing positive things.
So many.
Why isn't the world news or the news all positive, and then we have one clip of the sadness? Think about it. It's kind of interesting.
Right, because they want us to be in fear, want us to think that we're less than, want us to hold us to a standard that we have to look like a model or an actress on TV that's completely airbrushed, and the ones that look really good are getting so many treatments or have great lighting. I was an actress in Hollywood, I know. It's all set up in the contract to make sure that the lighting is set in such a way that all of that isn't shown. That's more of a women thing. And then look at all the commercials that tell you when to get sick or when you need this or when you need that. And what I love is I'm working with a particular woman healer who's amazing, who said, she goes, in our house, we only allow 1/4 darkness, 3/4 light. In other words, where she's placing our attention. So each day it's like whatever they're paying attention to that may be of the dark. And that could be the news, or it could be whatever you're focusing, it could be what you watch. If you're watching crime stuff and then going to bed and then wondering why you're all in angst, are you filling it with enough of the light and making sure that you are watching and knowing that there's a lot of good that's going, because we're not being shown that. You actually have to search for it.
You do.
But it's out there.
You really don't have to search for it. All you have to do is go outside.
That's actually true. Yeah.
It's something that we, for some reason, we have this blockage.
Mm-hmm.
But,
But we have cards for you.
we do.
We're coming on impromptu and wanted to chat and just be ourselves. And that's what we're doing.
Right. Yeah, that's what's happening. And,
yes, Tony Ann, need to change people's habits. Absolutely. What? You look like I was crazy.
I was going to say, what's your moon habit?
What's my moon habit?
Yeah, what's your moon habit?
Wow.
Tina, I'm asking
We're
you.
digressing here.
Yeah, what's your moon habit?
What's my moon habit?
Yeah.
Well, I'm changing my habits, so that was a perfect segue for me. I was getting too caught up in watching all of the stuff that I realize as a channel of the light. The opposite really hurts me way too much. And whereas I thought I needed to know all that stuff that was going on, no, I don't need to know. For me to hold more light, me personally, I need to not be focusing on that. And when I feel that angst of, okay, now I'm in rage or now I'm heartbroken because of this, I know I need to either disengage, move into prayer and meditation, and remember that there is so much more love and light. Love is always the winning. It may not seem like it, but that's my habit of making sure I'm spending just as much time holding that space for the light and sharing it, which is why we're coming on more to do these.
That's right.
So that we could be the reminder, because we're no different than you guys. We go through the same things. That's why we come on.
We're not the whistleblower. So, like, we watched we watched that stuff, and as Tina was saying, like, even if I watch too much of it, it actually disturbs me too much, and I can't watch a lot of it, and I want to watch it, and then what happens to me is I retract into myself.
He does.
You know what I mean?
And then I'm like, Billy, what's wrong?
It's
and
not good.
He says nothing's wrong.
Because it's so disturbing to me, and I eternalize. Whereas Tina not only eternalizes...
Internalize, you're saying. You mean internalize. You said eternalize.
Did I say eternalize?
You did, twice.
Well, internalize.
It's okay, though.
It's all right, I have problems.
I just wanted to be clear.
I've had problems my whole life. Internalize.
Right.
Or Tina internalizes and externalizes.
I do both.
She does both.
Yeah.
So, but as I told her, she'll go deep in and she'll research and go through everything. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I go, what are you doing? I said, we're not those people.
I'm so empathic that when I watch something, there's no difference between it being separate. I'm immersed.
Very true.
And I've always known that, and it's just so amazing that I'm working with this healer that confirmed it for me. Not that I needed the confirmation, but she said, oh my God, I thought I was sensitive. I think that you take it all on. So if you're an empath and you're sensitive, be careful what you're exposing your energy to. You don't realize that you think you're detaching and you're not. You're literally absorbing it, and then it can make you sick. It can make you depressed. It can be this energy that weighs you down. And then these full moons come around, and then you think that you're crazy, or you wonder, like, why can't I catch a break? Well, where are you focusing your attention? And that's why we wanted to come on and just pull a few cards for you guys.
And I know we keep babbling on, but I just want to say,
We
everybody goes,
babbling
"Oh, it's
on.
the full moon. It's the harvest moon. It's time for new beginnings. It's time for this, time for that. Woohoo! Hey, listen, it is. But remember, new beginnings are tough. They are very difficult.
Yeah.
And yes, we all want new beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not as easy as the ones where you read like, "Oh, come on and come to our circle, and we're gonna have a new expansion of showing you the new beginning." No, new beginnings are tough. They're rough, and that's why we need to be as a community to come together, and we all go together, not one individual. We all go together as one.
And thank you, Lauren. She says, my shirt says it all. I'm like, what am I wearing?
Oh, it does.
Love.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And I got NASA on.
One other little thing just to inspire you guys, and then we'll share our cards with you.
She said she wasn't prepared, but she is.
I said, I'm just going to go on and be myself. I don't know what I'm going to say, and look at us. But the other thing in this Metcon video that I've watched it so many times, and there's just so many gems. He says, always choose to be exactly where you are. Whether you like where you are, whether you want to be there or not. He goes, you have to anchor the light where you're at.
That's awesome.
And I love that because are we ever really where we want to be? Like if it's not happening for us? So it's always this other place that we want to be at. But could we just trust and like, okay, I don't like this. But I'm going to choose to be here. And I'm going to anchor light here. And have that just be a practice. That's huge. That's huge.
Since we keep going, I'm going to say something else
Okay.
that I really want to say about this moon.
And then I've got great cards for you.
Life was never meant to be easy. You came here for a purpose, and the purpose was to keep going forward. But those forward steps are made for you to expand and to see who you truly are. So remember, the words are always remember who you are, but you only can do that if you take the steps forward.
Right.
So you have to bring yourself forward. Like when you are passionate about something, you need to do the work to make that passion reality. It's not going to just happen like this. And a lot of times we think that's how it's going to work.
Right.
Especially in the beginning of this path. But no, you got to do the work. I wish I could snap my fingers and make it happen. But it doesn't. It's the truth, though.
When they say, too, that you have to work really hard, those are kind of, I don't really like those words. She doesn't like them at all. Well, like work hard. No, not as like, but what I say from that is really embrace your own inner journey and practicing on everything that we've talked about, of anchoring your light, of being where you are, of allowing the feelings to come up, of holding the vision of where you want to be, of holding the space for the planet, of like doing the inner work. And then, of course, as you keep doing that, you're going to get there, wherever that there is. You really are.
It's the Kundalini rising. So that's what you're striving for.
Yeah.
You're striving for above and below and to expand all that. Well, let's get into the cards.
So for our cards
we're
for
rolling
you,
through here.
Our cards for your Pisces full moon here, mine are perfect, and I'll just go through them quickly with you. I think I pulled this the last time, and it's so perfect. It says the initiation. Here you go, Instagram people. I don't know if you can see it. And here we go, Facebook land. It's the initiation. See how it's like this dark cave, but then there's this beautiful light. And it says, rite of passage, you are going somewhere sacred. So this is an initiation into a higher level of your being. So that's why it's not easy. That's why it seems to continue to be so intense. Can you honor where you're at, not compare yourself to what someone else is at, and just keep loving and honoring yourself through it, and knowing that you are being initiated. You really are. Like Billy was saying before, it's this 5D, 3D merge, because it's you can't, like I said in another live, you can't take the 3D stuff with you, and you don't want to. And then this is the perfect one, Keepers of the Earth. I love this because this is a full moon where we could possibly feel very alone. It says, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So I'm going to show it there. And I'm going to show it here.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you. Sometimes it's hard to, I can't really see where to show it. So basically, I did a card reading this week, I believe. And all time is like, I don't even know time right now. It can be really easy to wake up and feel like you're alone. But if you can remember that you're not alone, that every day, not only angelic beings, but other guides and beings walk beside you. Ancestors walk with you. Animal guides walk with you. And tuning into them and asking for their help. You got a little battery over there. It's so important. Okay, you go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to.
No.
So you're channeling. I don't want to ruin your
No.
I only have 10% left.
He's
on
got
my
10%
Instagram,
on his Instagram.
I just want you guys to know I got 10% left on my phone. But
here you go. Do your cards.
All right.
The other stuff was important. It's all part of the
My
experience.
first card is Saint Germain, Karma Releasing. And Instagram people, like, I got to go to you because you only got 10% left. All right. So karma releasing, what does it say? Oh my God, move beyond drama. Create your own path. Wow, can't make this stuff up. Tina had the first card, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Make your room for good energy. So, the drama thing, I feel like a lot of us, as much as we want to say that we're not in drama, we still have this this energy of drama. And it's just what our society is. Our society is conditioned to drama.
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening? I'm exhausted from this, and when I wake up in the morning, I can barely even meditate, and I meditate usually every day, at least 10 minutes in the morning, and I haven't been able to do it for the past 2 months at least, and it's interesting to me, and I'm going through these situations of physical problems, spiritual, it's not problems. It's actually awakening, is what it is. So create your own path. We're going through these awakenings for a reason. Especially, and everyone is on here right now. You're all light workers. We are, as you are,
if you're
we're in the light
worker.
of holding the space of this new beginning. So how do you hold the space for a new beginning? You need to face your fears, face your anger, face your issues, face everything that's been in front of you for your whole life and past lives.
It's all coming up.
All right. How do we do this?
I love it. So
We're doing
you,
it.
Debbie. I try to stay away from the drama, and then someone else said, "Let it flow."
So when someone throws at you their drama, how are you? Are you protecting yourself because you're already going through your own thing? So you're trying to hold the light, right? And all of a sudden, you're getting this infiltration of drama from someone else,
right?
And we want to have compassion and love, which is fine. But do you have that love shield up? And that's what we need. We need the energy of love, the shield. And you need to, when it's coming in, say, oh, the drama's coming in. Well, then take right back. Go, I love you. That's all you need to say. And just go, the drama's coming in. Instead of like going, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to you. What are we going to do? No, we don't want to do that. We just want to, it's just that if that happens, hey, can I give you a hug? Can I give you a hug because I think you need it today? And that will shut off the drama right away because the other person doesn't even know what to say.
Because if you react, you're just contributing to the same negative energy and drama.
Yes.
I know that's hard.
You don't want to do that. You don't, and you know what? A lot of us, we want to go,
Yeah.
making conversation. We're having conversation with our friends and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that's great. But there comes a time where,
Mm-hmm.
can I give you a hug?
Or you can just
I want to give you a hug.
You can silently bless the person.
Because in reality, that's what you're feeling inside anyway. But then we've been conditioned to say, oh my God, is that really happening to you? That's what happens. So I'm just trying to go, what is the heart telling you to do?
Yeah.
Stop doing what the ego and what everyone else has told us what to say. Right?
To perpetuate the fight.
That's right.
Whereas you can remove yourself from the situation, silently bless them, and then bless them from afar.
Right.
Give them a hug, or just not feel like you need to engage, or just know that whatever is going on with them, they are coming from a place that doesn't know love or have forgotten that they are love.
Right.
And it's the only reason why that drama is even happening.
Because remember, they're coming to you because you're the light worker, and
Because
they don't even know it.
Because you're the light.
Remember that.
Yeah.
You're the light. That's what we need to realize. I do have
You have
another
one.
card.
He has one
Just
more
one
card, and then we'll let you go.
We're trying not to stay on long today.
It's too late, love.
It's a nighttime. So I got the Holy Spirit, expect miracles. And I really don't have that much time on Instagram family. You only got like 5% left. So what does it say? Remember that only love is real. And that's basically what we were just talking about, right? Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So remember that only love is real. And that's the problem is what we've had is because we can't see something, we don't think it's real. But in reality, everything is so real and expanded right in front of us. The light shines bright right in front of us. We're so blind that we don't see it. And the only way that we can start seeing is if you go outside and you look at the sun, not look at the sun, but, the sun beams its rays on us. It rains outside. Do you run inside, or do you let the raindrops actually fall on your body or your face or whatever? And then you have the birds outside and the animals and the crickets and the birds are chirping. There's this whole thing that's going on. They know way more than we do.
They do.
Which is kind of crazy, right? We have this brain here that is way more superior than these beautiful animals and insects and mammals and everything out there. And we're the ones who are blocked. Can you believe it? We're the ones who are blocked of what love really is. So remember, love is real, and it's time to start feeling it. Feel it first.
And I wanted to say, too, that no matter how much the darkness seems to be apparent, because it's what we're shown, the light and the love is already winning. It's
Very
been
true.
Thousands of years of the opposite. And now we're at a tipping point. So again, regardless of what it feels like, the love and the light is already on the other side of the pendulum. Well, what happens when that love and light comes up? It's shining a light on the darkness to also make its last fight, so to speak, or to really come out. And that's why we are all being asked to embrace every aspect of who we are and love every aspect of who we are, regardless of what we're told or how we're conditioned, so that we can become whole. So that we can stop paying attention to what we're being forced by structured religions and the news and the media and the race consciousness, and just tune into what we all have within us. That's always the answer. And even though we know, because of spiritual principle, that the answers are within, are you really looking within? Because we know that as a concept, but we're not necessarily practicing it. We're not believing it. We're not trusting it because we're too focused on the outside. So that's where we just come along full circle from the beginning. And I know some of you are just coming on, but I love that. Linda, the shift has begun. Thank you. We're ending the way that we started here in, to choose to be exactly where you are and to know that you have a role in this whole awakening. that you have a purpose in helping others become enlightened, but you're also working on your own stuff in the process. And just remember that you didn't come here by mistake, and that even in the midst of all of the craziness and the chaos and the seeming darkness, that the light within you is what is rising. And that's what is so important to pay attention to. But it's also why we're doing these lives, why we have these different classes. I put the link somewhere in there where we're doing different things depending on where you're at to help you with all different price points to meet you where you're at. So for those of you just coming on, we're doing the relationship experiment on Thursdays. It's a webinar. It's going to start. It's all going to be recorded. The link is somewhere in there, or you can go to tinaandbilly.com.
That's true.
We've got, if you're here in the New York City area, we've got the Angelic Love Codes and the Voice of Love with Stuart Pierce. And then if you really want to deep dive into the goddess work, and it's chock full of so many things, I've got my goddess program. So we just want to send you guys so much love.
Remember, it's not about winning the fight. It's about being the light. So remember that. We're winning. No, the reason why we're here right now is because we're being in the light.
Yeah. So
just remember to just be who you are, because you guys are doing a great job. Because we're almost there, and when we're there, we're gonna start flying. Because I'm ready to fly. You know, I know Tina's ready to fly.
I'm already flying.
She's flying already.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up. It hasn't really happened yet for me. But, once in a while, I go out there and I'm just like, birds, can you help me? Because Tina's already flying.
You guys, we love you. Thank you so much for coming on last minute with us on this Friday, full moon almost. If you liked this, if you could share, that always helps us.
Sharing is
great. All you got
great.
to do is click the little share button, and then I put a link in there for our events that we have coming up if there's something that you're called to, because we have a lot of good things and we'll be adding more. So you can get on the mailing list, or you can just reach out. Okay? Thank you guys. It's been so nice to have so many of you on when we didn't even announce it.
Hey, thank you so much.
Happy full moon. Reach out if you need help, if you're feeling alone, and just take care of you, and know that if you're exhausted, rest. Listen to your soul. Don't listen to the ego. That's what we do all the time.
That's what I do.
Oh, really? Thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful night. You didn't lose your juice on your Instagram.
I made it. I'm sorry. Thank you.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
Love
Bye.
you.